good evening everyone. Online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once? As well as screen. Clear for all of you? So now, actually in last class what we have discussed, so we have discussed about the some basics regarding the Linux, right? So how to create the files, and also how to add the data inside a file. So VIM editor. So we have discussed about some concepts, right? So actually, like Linux is going to be the full of commands. Linux is going to be the full of commands guys. So actually, if I set the commands now, you will get confused. So what I am trying to do. So now I am going to start the Git. What we are going to start there? What we are going to start here? We are going to start the Git here. So in the Git, we are going to cover some Linux commands. We are going to cover some Linux commands. So later we are going to start the Maven. What we are going to start here? We are going to start the Maven. So in the Maven, it is going to cover some Linux commands. So later we are going to start the Docker. So in between we are going to cover the Jenkins as well. Okay. So in the Docker we are going to cover some Linux commands. So in the tool to tool we are going to cover the Linux commands. So if I set the commands now, you will get confused. So that's the reason I am going to start the Git now. So in the Git we are going to cover some Linux commands. So clear for all of you? So that's great. Now, without wasting of our time, so let me start the Git here. So now, so see. So before going to start the Git, so now let me tell you, what is the purpose of Git? What is the purpose of Git? So here, Git is nothing but global information tracker. What was it? Global information tracker. So the name itself contains tracker. What it will track? It will track the code. What it will track, guys? It is going to track the code. So actually wherever code will present, our code will present on the files. Our code will present on the files. So ultimately Git is going to track the files. So clear for all of you? It is nothing but global information tracker. So the name itself contains tracker. What it will track? It will track the code. So actually wherever code will present, our code will present on the files. So ultimately Git is going to track the files. Now, so before going to talk about the Git, so let me show you the Git architecture. Git architecture. So as we are seeing number of pictures here, so just try to ignore all this. So let me take the best one. Yeah, so this is the best one. So then save this. Now, so remember guys, so Git architecture, Git workflow, Git stages, all are the same. Git workflow, Git architecture, Git stages, all are the same. So now as you can see here in the Git workflow, totally we are having 3 stages. How many stages we are having here? We are having the 3 stages. So the first one is about the working directory. What we are having here? First one is about working directory. So the second one is about the staging area. What was it? Staging area. So the third one is about the repository. So the third one is about repository. Now let us discuss one by one. What is meant by working directory, staging area as well as repository. Let us discuss one by one. So the first one is about the working directory. So the first one is about working directory. Now, So in the Git, so the default stage was the working directory. What was the default stage here? Working directory. So the next. So the files that are present in working directory. So the files that are present in working directory, Git will not track. So ultimately, Git will not track the files that are present in working directory. So clear for all of you about the working directory? So only 2 points, guys. So the default stage in the Git was a working directory. So the files that are present in working directory, it will not track. Clear now? So then next, I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. So how you are going to send means when we add Git to that file. Let's say I am having a file called AWS. So this file was present on working directory. This file was present on working directory. So ultimately this was a command. That's it. Git add AWS. So ultimately it is going to shift from working directory to the staging area. Working directory to the staging area. So now the files that are present in staging area, it will track, guys. It will track all the files that are present in staging area. Next. So I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. What I need to do? I need to commit it. What I need to do here? I need to do the commit. Now, what is meant by commit? So commit is nothing but save. What is meant by commit here? Commit is nothing but save. So this is all about the Git workflow, guys. Nothing but the Git architecture. So I'm repeating again, in the Git architecture, totally we are having 3 stages. So the first one is about the working directory. So the second one is about the staging area. So the third one is about the repository. So point number 1. So the default directory in the Git, the default directory in the Git was the working directory. The default directory in the Git was a working directory. So the second one, the files that are present in working directory, it will not track. Will not track. So the next, when it will track, it is going to track on the staging area. Now my question is, how I am going to send my file from working directory to the staging area. Means so when we add Git to that file, when we add Git to that file, so ultimately it is going to shift from working directory to the staging area. So the files that are present in staging area, Git will track. So Git will track all the files that are present in staging area. So after this, what we are having the repository. So if you want to send your file from staging area to the repository, what I need to do? I need to do commit. Now again, what is meant by commit? Commit is nothing but save. Commit is nothing but save. So clear for all of you about the Git workflow as well as architecture. So if you are theoretically good, so we are going to do it practically, guys. We are going to do it practically. So that's perfect. Now, so if you want to practice the Git, again we are going to use the killer coda here. So search for killercoda.com, killercoda.com. So click on the playgrounds, click on the playgrounds. So just try to take the Ubuntu 24.04. So now here we can able to practice our Git. Now let's say, let me ask you one question. If you are trying to book a mobile, you are trying to book a mobile. So ultimately, we are having two e-commerce applications like Amazon as well as Flipkart. So if you want to book a mobile on the Amazon, first Amazon application should present on our phone or not. First Amazon application should present on our phone or not. So ultimately it should be present, right? So then only by using this application we can able to book a mobile. In the same manner, this is my server. I am dealing with the Git. Let's say this is my server. I am dealing with the Git. So tool, this Git tool should present on our server or not. It should be present. Now, this is my server. I want to install the Git. I want to install the Git. So the command will be apt install git -y. What was the command here? Apt install git -y. Now, what is meant by apt? Advanced package tool. What is it? Advanced package tool. So then hit enter. So ultimately it was installed. Now I want to cross check whether my Git was installed or not. I want to cross check whether my Git was installed or not. So how you are going to check means, so just try to print the Git version. If Git version was printing, ultimately Git was present. If it is not printing the version, it was not installed. So just try to check the version here, git -hyphen version, git -hyphen, sorry. So just try to move the space between them, git -hyphen version. So ultimately git version was printing. It means it was present on our server. It was present on our server. So clear for all of you how to install the git and also how to cross check whether it was installed or not. Done? Done. Now I want to create a file. Then what is the command here? I want to create a file. So then what is the command? So touch is going to be the command, right? So let me create some files here. Touch. Then file name. So I want to create AWS. I want to create Azure. I want to create the DevOps. So ultimately, I have created some files. So now, by defaultly, whatever the files I am having, these all files will present on which directory? So in the Git architecture, totally we are having three stages, right? Working directory, staging area, and then repository. So by default, whatever the files I am having, so all these files are present on which directory? Or in which stage it is going to be present? Perfect. It is going to be the working directory. Great. So I want to cross check whether my files was present on working directory or in staging area. I want to cross check whether my files was present on working directory or in staging area. So how you are going to cross check means by giving the git status. By giving the git status. So when you give the git status, ultimately you will get two colors. One was the red color. One was the red color. So if you are getting the red color means it was in untracking. It was in untracking. So untracking files all are present on working directory. All are present on working directory. So the second color was the green color. So the second color was the green color. So when you are getting the green color means it was in tracking. It was in tracking. So whatever the files that you are getting the green color, it was present on staging area. It was present on the staging area. So clear for all of you how to check whether our files was tracking or not. So by giving the git status, so when you give the git status, you will get two colors. One was the red color, one was the green color. So if you are getting the red color means it was in untracking. So untracking files all are present on working directory. So if you are getting the green color means it was in tracking. So tracking files all are present on staging area. Now just to give the git status. Yeah. So we are getting one error. What was the error means? So remember it was very important. So actually Git is going to be the package management tool. What was it? Git is going to be the package management tool. So when you are installing such type of tools, we need to initialize that one. So Git is going to be the package management tool. So when you are when you are install the Git, so for the first time we need to initialize that one. What we need to do? We need to initialize that one. So git init. So what exactly will happen when you give the git init? So it was very important, guys. So in interview also they are going to ask. So what will happen when you give the git init? So it is going to create one .git folder. What is going to do? It is going to create one .git folder. So whatever the operations you are doing, whatever the commands you are performing, whatever the actions you are doing in the Git, all the information will store on this .git folder. All the information will store on this .git folder. So if you lose your .git folder, you are going to lose your entire information. If you lose your .git folder, you are going to lose your entire information. So clear for all of you about this one? Git is going to be the package management tool. So when you are dealing with this type of tools, so first what I need to do, I need to initialize that one. So what will happen when you initialize? So it is going to create one .git folder. Whatever the operations you are doing, whatever the actions you are performing, all the operations will store on this .git folder. So if you lose your .git folder, you are going to lose your entire information. Entire information. Now, what is the command to initialize the .git folder means git init. Git init. So totally it was initialized. So see here, initialized empty git repository in where it was installed. Initialized slash root slash .git. So in the current directory only it was initialized. So if you want to cross check, just to give the LL, we are getting one .git folder. Now, whatever the commands I am going to perform, whatever the actions I am going to perform, so all those will store on this .git folder. Now, so the same command, just to give the git status, you will get two colors now. One was the red color, one was the green color. So as of now, I am getting only the red color. So all the files are present in working directory. I am having my AWS file and also I am having Azure as well as GCP. So these three files are present on which directory? Working directory. So in the working directory means it was in untracking, right? So untracking files will get the red color. Now my question is, I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. So how you are going to send? I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. So that's great. Git add and then file name. So I'm going to send my AWS file. So then hit enter. It was sent. So if you want to cross check, again just to give the git status, now you will get the two colors. One was the red color, one was the green color. Right. So then hit enter. Now I'm getting the green color. So which was AWS. So it means AWS file was present on the staging area and it is in tracking. So rest of the things, Azure as well as DevOps are in still working directory. So they are getting red color. Again, I want to send my file from working directory to the staging area. Like I want to send my Azure file from working directory to the staging area. The command will be the same. Git add Azure. So just cross check, just to give the git status. So now I am getting the green color. It means it was in tracking. git add DevOps. Git add DevOps. So it was also added now. Project git status. So ultimately we are getting green colors. So all the files are present on staging area. Now I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. What I need to do? I need to commit it. Perfect. What I need to do? Commit. So now my question is, what is meant by commit? What is meant by commit? So commit is nothing but save. Perfect. So the command will be git commit hyphen m, git commit hyphen m. So then message. So I want to give message called AWS file was committed. So then file name. So let me explain you guys. So see here, what exactly it will do. I mean to say what exactly the mean. Git commit. So here commit is nothing but save. Okay. Hyphen m. So m is nothing but message, guys. M is nothing but message. So we need to pass the message why you are doing this commit. So let's say this is the file name. So we need to pass the reason why you are doing this commit. So this is the file name. So you want to commit this file. So why we need to commit this file? So that's reason we need to be passed. So clear now? So let me explain you one more time. So git commit. Commit is nothing but save, guys. Hyphen m. So m is nothing but the message. So this is a file name. The file you want to commit. So this is the message. So why you are doing this commit? What is the reason to do the commit? So in real time, what will happen, so we are having the index.html file. Let's say we are having the index.html file. So in the index.html file, we are having some bug. We are having one bug. So after resolving the bug, we need to save it, right? So if you want to save that one, we need to commit it. So in that commit message, you will get the message like this. So bug was fixed, error was resolved. So these type of messages you will get here. So this is the file name. So git commit hyphen m. So bug was fixed index.html file. Now clear for all of you? So that's great. So if I hit enter, it will not going to be commit. So why it is not going to be commit? Let me explain it. So then hit enter. So we are getting one message called please tell me who you are. So you are doing the commit. So we need to configure our username as well as our mail ID. Before doing the commit, we need to pass our name as well as mail ID. So after passing the name as well as mail ID, then only we can able to do the commit. So the command will be the here git config hyphen hyphen global user dot email. So within the braces we need to pass the mail ID. In the same manner, name as well. So you can also ignore like so hyphen hyphen global. There is no issue for that. Just ignore the hyphen hyphen global. So the command will be git config user dot name. So first I am passing the name. So I am passing my name, Shamo. Again, git config user dot email. User dot email. So within the braces, we need to pass the mail ID. Hit enter. So totally, we have set our name as well as mail ID. Now, just to give the up arrow, you will get the previous command. So now I am going to commit it. So then hit enter. It was committed. My AWS file was committed. Now, I want to check whether my file was committed or not. I want to check whether my file was committed or not. So how you are going to check means, so the command will be git log. What is the command here? Git log. So then hit enter. So this is the command to see the list of commits. This is the command to see the list of commits. So ultimately this was the commit ID, guys. Also, this was the author who has done this commit. When he has done this commit, why he has done this commit. So entire information, like so entire we are going to be tracked. Who has done this commit, when he has done this commit, why he has done this commit. So all the information we are going to be tracked. So clear for all of you? So that's perfect. Now I'm having one more file called Azure. Explain again, huh? Sure. Let's say I'm going to commit one more time. So git commit -m. So this time I'm going to commit the Azure file. So then file name Azure. So right up to this. So then hit enter. It was committed. It was committed. Now I want to cross check whether my file was committed or not. I want to cross check whether my file was committed or not. So there will be a command called git log. So if you give the git log, it is going to print entire commits. It is going to print entire commits. So git log. Just try to give the git log. So totally I have given the git log. So this is the commit ID. So remember this was the message, right? AWS Azure file I have given. So this is the commit message. So ultimately this was the commit ID. This was the author. So whatever the name I have set, it is going to print like no. So this was the author. So when he has done this commit, why he has done this commit. So all the information we are going to be tracked. Clear no? That's great. Next. So I want to do one more commit. Git commit -m. So DevOps file and then file name DevOps. So totally it was committed. Want to cross check, so the command will be the same. Git log. Clear na? Now. So let's say whatever the commands I have done, whatever the operations I have done. So this all the operations, this all the information, it is going to be stored on which .git folder, right? So if you lose your .git folder, you are going to lose your entire information, right or not? So wantedly I am going to remove my .git folder. Wantedly I am removing my .git folder. rm space -rf .git. So totally it was removed. Totally it was removed. Now just try to give the git log again. We are not having any logs now. Why? Because we have loosened our .git folder, right? So totally we have loosened our entire information. So if you given the git log again, it is not going to be the print. So that much of importance we are having for the .git folder. So in real time we are not going to be delete. So actually we are not having any permissions to delete that .git folder. Okay. So again what I need to do? Again I need to initialize the git init. So after initializing, again we need to configure our name as well as mail ID. Why? Because we are not going to do, we are unable to do the commit. Git commit -m. So git config, user dot name. So within the braces username. So totally done. Next, git config user dot email, not the Gmail guys. Email. Git config user dot email, within the braces we need to pass the mail ID. Yeah. So remember we are having our files still. Totally we have loosened the information but not the files. So if you want to remove, the command will be the same. Done. Okay. So totally I am not having any files and also I am not having any logs as well. So clear for all of you? So that's great. Now, so see here, by mistakenly I have done one commit. Let's say I have done one commit right now. So by mistakenly I have done, I mean to say, by mistakenly I have done a commit. Now I want to delete a commit. I want to delete a commit. So if you want to delete a commit, we are having two ways. How many ways we are having? We are having two ways. By using the hard, by using the hard, and also by using the soft, by using the soft. So what was the difference between hard as well as soft? What was the difference between hard as well as soft? So when you have deleted any commit, when you have deleted any commit by using the hard, it is going to delete commit as well as action. Commit as well as action. So let me tell you. So what is meant by action? We are going to do it lively only. So just try to understand the theoretical part. Okay. So when you have deleted any commit by using the hard, it is going to delete your commit as well as action. Now, when you have deleted any commit by using the soft, it is going to delete only the commit but not the action. But not the action. So clear for all of you? So if you are theoretically good, we are going to do it lively. That's perfect. Great. Now, so if I want to delete a commit, I should have the commits first, right? So currently I'm not having any commits. Let me create some files. Touch AWS, Azure. Yeah. Touch AWS. Git add AWS. So totally we have added. Now just try to do the commit. Git commit -m. Git commit -m. AWS file. And then file name is what? AWS. Committed. Now, let me add the content here via AWS. Go to the insert mode. Say my, this is my AWS file. So whatever the data I am adding now, it was the action, guys. What was the data I am adding in my AWS file? It was the action. Okay. So then save and exit. So totally we have saved. Now I want to git commit -m. So data was added to AWS file. So this was the message. Undo the commit. So totally it was done. So just try to cross check. We are having the commit. Data was added to AWS file. So by mistakenly I have done this commit. By mistakenly I have done this commit. Now I want to delete this commit. I want to delete this commit. So if you want to delete this commit, we are having how many ways? We are having the two ways. One was the hard, one was the soft. So if you have deleted any commit by using the hard, it is going to delete your commit as well as action. It is going when you have deleted any commit by using the soft, it is going to delete only the commit but not the action. So here action is what? Adding the data. Now you guys need to tell me. So let me delete by using the hard or soft. In which way we are going to delete? Soft. So when you have deleted a commit by using the soft, what will happen? It is going to delete only the commit ID but not the action. So here what was the action? Action is going to be the data, right? Adding the data. Here this is my AWS file. It was the data. Now delete by using the soft. Git reset soft soft head tilt one. So from the header, it is going to delete one commit. So if you given the tilde 2, it is going to delete two commits. If you given the 3, it is going to delete 3 commits. As of now, I am giving header tilde 1. It means it is going to delete only the top commit. So then hit enter. It was deleted. If you want to cross check, then what is the command here? Git log. So previously I used to have 2 logs. Okay, so data was added to AWS file and also AWS file. So currently I am having only the AWS file. So this commit was deleted. So it means commit was deleted. Now what about the action? Action will be the remain same. Why I have given here soft, right? So it is going to delete only the commit. That AWS. I am having my data. Clear now? How to delete a commit by using the soft. That's great. So now you guys need to tell me. So what will happen now? What happened now? We have loosened our information again. Have removed the .git folder, right? Just to get the git log. There is no logs again. Again, what I need to do? I need to initialize them. I need to configure it. Git config. Git config. User dot name. So within the braces, username. Again, git config user dot email. So within the braces, we need to pass the mail ID. Done. Now we will still have the AWS. Okay, just have to remove that one also. So you can also use that one, but I want to make you clear. So that's the reason I'm going to remove the AWS file. So currently I'm not having any files and also I'm not having any logs here. Okay. So now let me create one file called again AWS, git add AWS. Now do the commit, git commit -m. So AWS file and file name AWS. So totally it was committed. Now just try to add the data now. Here I am AWS. Here this is my AWS. This is my AWS file. Now save and exit. Just try to give the cat AWS. Now I'm having my data. Also committed. Git commit -m. So data was added to my AWS file. So the file name is AWS. So totally it was committed. Now just try to give the git log. I'm having two commits now. Now I'm going to delete these commit by using the heart. So what will happen now? When you have deleted a commit by using the heart, what will happen? It is going to delete your commit as well as action. So previously I have deleted by using the soft. It means it was deleted only the commit but not the action. Here action is what adding the data, right? So my data was remains constant. Now it is going to delete the data as git reset -hard head tilt one head tilt one hit enter. So we are getting one message. Head is now at this was the ID, commit ID, and this was the message. So ultimately, my head was at this commit. So previously it was used to present on this commit. Now it was in this commit. If you want to cross check, just to give the git log. So totally we have deleted the commit. Now what about the action? Previously it was there. Now it is not going to be cat AWS. I'm not having any data. We are having the file, but not the data. So clear for all of you? What is the difference between hard as well as soft? That's great. Now my question is, by mistakenly I have deleted my commit. By mistakenly I have deleted my commit. Now I want to get back my commit. Now I want to get back my commit back. So if you want to perform such scenario, so we are going to use the cherry pick. What was the command here? Cherry pick. Hit cherry pick and then commit ID. So copy this one and then paste it on here. So then hit enter. So totally we have got our commit. So previously if I have given the git log, it is going to print only the one commit, right? Now just try to give the git log again. Now I am having two commits. So totally we have get back our commit. Now what about the data? Data will also come. So clear for all of you? If you want to get back your commit, we are going to use the cherry pick. We are going to use the cherry pick. So now let me recap it what we have discussed till now. Let me recap it. So in this class, what we have discussed? So we have discussed about the Git, right? Now what is meant by Git? Git is nothing but global information tracker. Now, the name itself contain tracker. The name itself contain tracker. What it will track? It is going to track the code. It is going to track the code. So actually wherever code will present, it is going to be present on the files. So ultimately it is going to track the files. Right or not? It is going to track the files. Next. So if you are dealing with the Git, so first we need to know about the architecture of Git. We should know about the architecture of Git. So in the Git architecture totally how many stages we are having? How many stages we are having? We are having the 3 stages. What are they? What are they? First one was the working directory, staging area, and then repository. Totally we are having 3 stages. Working directory, staging area, as well as repository. Now, what is the default directory in the Git? What is the default stage in the Git? It was a working directory. So the files that are present in working directory, Git will track or not? It is not going to be track. So when it will track? When it was present on the staging area. Now, how you are going to send your file from working directory to the staging area? By adding the Git. By adding the Git. So ultimately, it was present on the staging area. Now, how can I get to know that whether my file was present on working directory or it is going to be present on the staging area? How you are going to get? By giving the Git status. By giving the Git status. So when you are giving the Git status, ultimately you will get 2 colors. One was the red color, one was the green color. So if you are getting the red color means it was present on the staging area. It means it was in untracking. So if you are getting the green color means it was present on the, well, sorry. If you are getting the red color means it was present on the working directory. So in the working directory means it was in untracking. If you are getting the green color means it was present on the staging area. So the files that are present in staging area Git will track. Now I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. I want to send my file from staging area to the repository. What I need to do? I need to do the commit. Now what is meant by commit? Commit is nothing but save. Commit is nothing but save. So totally I have done the commits. Now I want to see only list of commits. Then what is the command? I want to see the list of commits. Then what is the command? Great. Git log. Git log. So it is going to print the list of commits. Okay. But what will happen, so in the real time, we are having the hundreds of commits or thousands of commits. I want to see only top 2 commits. I want to see only top 2 commits. So if you give the git log, it is going to print the whatever the logs we are having, it is going to be print. But I want to see only top 2 commits. So the command will be the same, guys. Git log -2. So it is going to print only top 2 logs. If you have given git log -5, it is going to print top 5 logs. Top 5. Clear now? So I want to delete a commit. I want to delete a commit. So how many ways we are having delete a commit? We are having 2 ways. What are they? By using the soft, by using the hard. So when you have deleted any commit by using the soft, what will happen? It is going to delete your commit as well as action, not the action. It is going to delete only the commit, but not the action. So when you have deleted any commit by using the hard, it is going to delete your commit as well as action. So we have done it lively, right or not? We have done it lively. Now, by mistakenly, I have deleted my commit. By mistakenly, I have deleted my commit. Now I want to get back my commit. Then what is the command here? The command to get back your commit. cherry hyphen pick. What was the command here? Cherry. Now, so let's say I have set one point, right? So Git is going to be the package management tool. So when you install that tool, so first what I need to do? I need to initialize that one. What I need to do here? We need to initialize that one. So what will happen when you initialize your Git? What will happen? One .git folder will get created. Perfect. Great. .git folder will get created. So whatever the operations you are doing, whatever the commands you are performing, so all the operations will store on this .git folder. If you lose your .git folder, you are going to lose your entire information. So we have done this as library. So clear now? Now that's it from mine for today's guys. So if you have any doubts, you can ask about the not from this session. So you can also ask the previous session. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So first of all, let me ask you like installation command for Git. apt install git -y. So I will provide the commands in the drive. You can get it from the file. apt install git -y. So later we need to initialize that one. Git. So whatever the commands I have performed, so these all commands I am going to provide on the drive. You can get it from the drive. Okay. So first of all, let me know. So is this session was clear for all of you? That's perfect. Great. Now, so any doubts you can ask guys. So actually from this session as well as from the previous sessions also you can ask. So I think all are the clear. So that's great. So I'm going to upload the notes over the drive. You can get it from the drive guys. So okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day.